Okay, so here is a size comparison. This line is way below here. So you can see that the bag sticks out quite a bit. I don't know why they did this. Need to cover my address here. So this is the box that they sent me. This is their fulfillment address. Definitely theirs. Okay, and there's the dust bag and the paper, so I removed it. So here is my issue. The bag came super squished. This was supposed to happen probably after one, if I was too rough, one time of use, or maybe a couple, I don't know. It got super squished to fit into this tiny box, unfortunately. So it feels like sandpaper already. They told me that they don't precondition their bags, even though they're supposed to be super luxurious. They could be done at the manufacturing process, but they don't. Totally understandable. This is where my issue comes from. These are natural markings. This is not natural. This is not natural. And in fact, it happened a lot in the original bag that I received. This is the replacement. It had a similar marking like this on here, somewhere in here. This one doesn't have it there, obviously. It's just dry all over. It's probably going to look better once I condition it. It is very smooth everywhere else, and it has some natural markings. Totally understandable. This is, they look like scratches, but they are natural markings. The one on top isn't. And then there is another one here. The camera probably doesn't want to focus much, but that is definitely not natural. This is not natural. This was made unfortunately by accident, or who knows. Then you remove this. It is all squished all over, and I'm so sad about it. I would expect to see this probably a month or longer from now, because I'm very careful with my leather stuff, but not happening. Here is more from being squished. Unfortunately, if you would have seen what I saw when I was opening this, you would have had a heart attack, especially for the price. This is such a beautiful leather bag. I really love it. There's nothing I don't love about it. I love the design. The only issue for me is, you can even see this, right? Like, you see the surface. It looks even with all of the wrinkles and stuff, but then you see this. That is a scratch. I don't even know. And then you open it. There's a lot of paper. Oops. And then there's the messenger strap. I think it has a scratch as well. Somewhere. Yeah, I think it's this one. But I mean, I can probably deal with this scratch, maybe, even though it's going to be a little hard because it is right there on my face. However, what I can't deal with is the fact that I paid for unlimited returns, which it was only $2 returns and exchanges. I really love this bag. I wouldn't want just return it and that's it. This was the best design that I found for me, at least for what I needed. But they just said that everything was normal. Their customer service says that it is normal to receive small boxes or big boxes, and they just said a lot of things, like pretty much like, well, it wasn't my fault, I don't work on the warehouse, it was a warehouse issue, but it's totally normal, totally fine. And we don't consider this, even though these are actual scratches, we don't consider those as a factory defect. We're not going to honor it. We already made a return. You're never going to be satisfied. You just don't like our product, and there's nothing we can do about it, which is absolutely not true. I've received some other items from them. They were not leather, though. They were fine. It's not like I'm just crazy and have nothing to do in my life other than fighting with companies about stuff. I don't. I just received my order from another company, which is also a leather. Well, I guess they are actually leather, full leather. I didn't have any issues with them. So, yeah, a little sad about this experience because their customer service was really amazing at the beginning, and then they just said that I'm making this up pretty much, which I'm not. But I hope you can see this. On my camera, it's not focusing much, but yeah. Paying for the unlimited return and exchanges doesn't work because they're just going to blame it on you. So just so you know.